temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Using the flag.
Guys, we are those. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, next we have the approval of the agenda. Dr. Brewer, are there any changes to our agenda?
No, ma'am.
All right, do I have a motion to accept the agenda as presented? Do I have a second? I second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All right, any opposed? Motion carries. Next we have the board comments. I want to welcome everyone here. We're so glad to see everybody. And this will be our first board meeting of this school year where we get to recognize students. So we're looking forward to that. Next, we have our superintendent's report.
Let's see if that's goodness All right, is that better? Much better. All right. So
I pulled up those apart.
All right. I may just use my cheerleading. So we are missing our wonderful technology director, and he is going to be very sad that he wasn't here to help us out. I'm sorry that is causing you the opportunity to have a headache. Mr. Hilton, we certainly miss him. So one of the things that we like to do during the month of September is to make sure that we're providing updates to the community about the enrollment in our schools. It usually takes until about September for the enrollment to balance out as families determine where it is that they're going to go to school for the rest of the year. So in our primary school, we have 503 students. In our elementary school, we have 424. Our middle school, 450. And our high school, currently at 583. That puts us at a total of 1,960 students across the school district. We also like to update our families and make sure that everyone's aware that here in Social Circle, we have multiple attendance opportunities. So families who live within the city of Social Circle certainly have the opportunity to attend our schools because we have a partnership with the school board in Newton County, as well as a different partnership with the board in Walton County. Some students who live outside the district have the opportunity to attend our schools. Our students who live in Newton County have the opportunity to apply to our Zone 5 students, which I'll explain in just a moment, and our Newton County students here in the district. We can fit most of our students here just on the high school campus. We'd probably be able to offer about half of the athletic teams that we're able to offer, and very few clubs or artistic opportunities. And when we speak with our parents, they let us know that they don't want fewer opportunities and choices for their students. They want more opportunities and choices for their students. And having students from outside the district who meet really high academic and behavioral standards come into the district allows us those opportunities to be able to provide lots of creative choices for the students who live here in the city. Zone 5, we have 414 students from Zone 5. Zone 5 is a portion of Walton County outside of our city limits, but an area where students have traditionally chosen to attend the social circle city schools. Zone 5 includes Jersey, and it goes all the way around over to Morgan County. If you have any questions about Zone 5, the agreement that we have with the Walton County Public Schools, or also with our Newton County agreement, we have lots of information available on our website, but also if it's just easier for you to give us a call, we'd be happy to talk that through. We find our Zone 5 students and our Newton County students to be a real asset for our families here in the district. We also have 88 students who attend our school from outside those options. So we have students that live in Morgan County, Rockdale County, Jasper County, and then other parts of Walton County that choose to attend our school district. So with our Newton County and with our Zone 5 students, not only do we receive money from the state in the form of a full-time equivalent, so the money that parents are paying into their property taxes, we also receive money from Newton County as well as from Walton County with the other taxes that families pay in those districts. So it really is beneficial to us to be able to have those additional students in our district. But again, if you'd like more information about that, please let us know or check our website. Thank you, Ms. Willis. The next thing that we wanted to make sure to update you on is that we received some really great news this month from the State Department of Education. The State Department of Education allows opportunities for school districts to earn money towards facilities and building schools. And so we have the opportunity over the last few years to be earning money based on the fact that our schools are a bit overcrowded at this point. And so when we originally were talking with the State Department about building the elementary school, the combined elementary and primary school that we've been talking about, originally they estimated that they'd be able to contribute $13,258,601. We were very fortunate when the official offer came through that it was significantly higher than that. The final, beyond the estimate, the final offer from the state was actually $18,641,672. When we have had other conversations about the new elementary school, one of the things that we had to consider is that because building costs have gone up so much for materials as well as for labor, we weren't going to be able to build the size school that we needed to build in order to bring over our kindergarten through 6th grade students plus our pre-K students. And as you can imagine, our pre-K staff members and our pre-K parents weren't very happy about that. And we weren't happy about it either. But we did have a plan to be able to offer our pre-K classes over at the primary school. We are very blessed with this additional $5 million that we're going to be able to build the size school that we need. So that we will be able to open that school with grades pre-K through 6th grade. believe that that will be our next facility meeting. Will be a place where we can put 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students, reflecting our continued growth. And we will be very fiscally conservative and work to save our money, and we appreciate all of those lost pennies that are spent here in our community. And we'll put those towards being able to have a 6th through 8th grade facility on that same property. Also, we are very excited to announce that the official address for that property will be 2311 Social Circle Parkway. We're excited about the opportunities for growth, and we will make sure to communicate clearly with all of our community members as we have celebrations of different benchmarks as we go along in the process. We know how excited our families are, we know how excited our staff members are about the new school, and we'll make sure that we're communicating clearly and frequently with you about that. If you have any questions or concerns about that, please make sure to reach out to the central office, and we'll be happy to talk to you about it.
Thank you, Dr. Brewer. Next on our agenda is the public participation. We did not have anyone sign up to participate in this evening's meeting. As we move into the special recognition portion of our meeting, I will ask Dr. Brewer to introduce those students that are being celebrated this evening.
We're excited to have our students back at the meeting, and we're looking forward to hearing from Dr. Maria Hargrove. Dr. Hargrove serves as our principal at our primary school as well as at our elementary school, and she has 2 great students that she wants to tell us about.
I do have 2 great students to tell you about, but it looks like Darius from the primary school wasn't able to make it tonight, but I do want to have an opportunity to share the comments from the teachers, and I want to make sure that tomorrow that I'm able to get him the certificate so that I'll take that with us. But his name is Darius Hightower, and the one thing that I want you to notice about the picture up there is his smile, because as I read the comments from the teachers, that's what you're going to hear over and over again. So I'm going to start with his pre-K teacher, who was Miss Leach Rust. She wrote, "I was honored for Darius to be a part of our class family in pre-K. Even though he was only able to join us virtually that year due to COVID, Darius brought with him a positive attitude as well as focus and perseverance during his virtual small groups with me. His smile lit up our room, even through the computer screen." And then his kindergarten teacher was Miss Magnus. "Darius has such a big heart and a contagious smile. He is a hard worker who approaches each situation with a positive attitude. He is compassionate toward others and loves with his whole heart. I could not think of a better student to earn this award." And then his first grade teacher was Miss Strickland. "Darius was a star daily in first grade. He started each day with a big hug and a smile. Dee made his peers feel safe and supported with his kind words and encouragement. He was resilient and never gave up, which is the reason why he had to continue setting new academic goals, and each time he hit every one of them. Darius is an amazing young man, and we are so proud to have him represent Social Circle Primary School as our Student of the Month. And then this year, Darius has Miss Spires, second grade. Darius radiates kindness to everyone he encounters throughout the day. He has a smile that lights up our classroom and forces a smile on everyone else's face. Darius is a kind friend who encourages others to show kindness as well. Darius works well with everyone and gives his best work on every single assignment. Darius is a shining example of what it means to be a star." And at this time, Darius is not here, but let's do give him a round of applause. And I'll make sure tomorrow, Dr. Brewer, that we get a picture together with the certificate and we'll share it. And from the elementary school, we have chosen Jade Young, a 5th grader, to be our Student of the Month. And I'm going to share a few comments from some of her teachers. Jade has a compassionate soul and does not mind lending a hand to any friend. She is conscientious of her work ethic, as well as the care for her friends and classmates around her. She is kind with her actions as well as her words. Jade buddies up with some friends in our classroom to ensure they understand the assignments or lessons that we are working on. If they need assistance traveling somewhere in the building, she is always a helping hand. That was from Miss McGowan. And then from Miss Raines, who is our music teacher, Jade is the perfect choice for Student of the Month. She is a true leader in the music classroom and an inspiration to her peers. She always has a positive attitude and never gives up. Jade is very compassionate and always ready to help her teachers and classmates. Her great love for learning, I know her future is bright. Congratulations, Jade, and thank you for always being a champ. And then last, I want to share some words from Miss Smith. Jade is an amazing student, friend, and peer buddy. She is respectful of teachers and peers and always has a positive attitude. Some of the students in my classroom need a little extra help and assistance, and she is always ready to help them in any way. She is filled with kindness, includes everyone without hesitation, and has patience when others don't. She is a shining light, and we are so happy that she is part of Social Circle Elementary School. And that was from Ms. Smith. At this time, can we give Jade Young a round of applause? And Jade, will you come forward?
Good evening, everyone. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Social Circle Middle School's Star Student of the Month, Mr. Grady McCollum. So Grady, I'm just going to read a snippet of what your teachers have selected you as our Student of the Month for. So Grady was selected as SCMS's Student of the Month for his achievement, citizenship, and leadership. Grady is a compassionate communicator as he always respects and values the perspectives of others. He consistently follows instructions and uses his strong listening skills to attend to precision. Grady is inquisitive and always has something positive to contribute to class discussions, thus demonstrating positive traits of a life-literate learner. When he is unsure of something, he does what all critical thinkers do. He speaks up and he asks the right questions. We look forward to him doing great things this year and beyond. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Grady McCollum as our Star Student of the Month. Grady, you can come forward and introduce yourself.
Armstrong, who's our principal at the high school, and he has lots of kiddos that we're going to celebrate today because they've really made an amazing contribution.
Good evening. Instead of a traditional Student of the Month this month, Social Circle High School would like to recognize 6 students who recently earned the National Rule in Small Town Award from the College Board. The College Board is the same company that administers the PSAT, the PSAT, the SAT, and AP exams. These students have excelled not only in the classroom with a GPA of 3.5 or higher, most of them closer to 4.0, but they've also had outstanding performance on their AP exams and PSAT or SAT testing. As I call your name, please come forward to be recognized. The juniors tonight are Cambry Singleton, Michael Westrick, Sawyer Paul. We also had 3 seniors who won this award this year. They are Ambry Lofton, Sarah Cohenauer, and Luke Smith. We talk a lot at Social Circle High School about making sure every student has a plan for life after graduation. And one of the pillars of our Portrait of a Graduate is to be a critical thinker. These students have had the opportunity here at Social Circle to practice this throughout their classes. And I've invited 3 of our seniors to take this opportunity to talk with you about some of their experiences. So I'll let them go.
Good evening. My name is Ambry Lofton. I'm currently a senior. I plan to attend a 4-year college and major in either neuroscience or pre-med and participate in RTC. I'm currently looking at UGA, William & Mary, Washington Lee, and Emory University. Social Circle has prepared me for life after high school by offering programs such as GRGC and CTAE. These programs have given me experience with real-life situations as well as leadership and people management skills. At Social Circle, I've taken AP World, AP US, AP Psych, AP Lit, AP Gov, and AP Calc. These classes have taught me how to stretch myself academically and learn to study. Being able to participate in clubs like Beta and NHS has also allowed me to work with my community and gain experience. Social Circle also offers classes such as AP Psych and Economics that can help prepare for life after high school.
and major in business administration. Because SCHS is so small, I feel that I've had more opportunities as teachers and staff are able to provide more one-on-one attention to students. There are also many programs that have given me the experience I need for life after high school. Not only was I able to begin preparing for college starting my freshman year through AP, I was able to get actual experience in a college setting through dual enrollment. Now, through work-based learning, I've been able to work in an office with the head accountant and learn the day-to-day activities and ins and outs of the business. When I first started, I was able to help the company create processes and procedures to be more organized, and this has solidified my desire to major in business. Thank you.
My name is Luke Smith, and I'm also currently a senior here at Social Circle High School. After high school, I plan to attend a junior college to play baseball. After those 2 years, I plan to transfer to either UGA or Georgia Southern and major in electrical engineering. SCHS has been very successful and supportive in preparing me for my life after high school with many different courses, programs, and extracurricular activities offered by students. The many different AP courses offered at our school stand out the most. I've taken AP U.S. Government, World History, and U.S. History, and made a passing score on all 3 AP exams. These AP courses provide a challenging experience that is very beneficial to students. I've also been a member of our agriculture CTAE program for 3 years, and I feel that this has been very beneficial in preparing me for my future. We have learned the basics of electricity, and this has taught me a lot in preparation for me to become an electrical engineer.
Thank you. If you guys will join me once again in recognizing these young men and women who have stretched themselves for the conference.
Thank you, students, for working so hard, and for your parents who put a lot of additional time and energy into making sure number of advanced placement courses that we offer, and we've also been able to increase the quality of those courses because we're having a larger number of students who are successful on those AP exams at the end. So they've got all of the wonderful things that they're doing. One is still in first year and another recent year. I apologize. So Nicole.
We will have our finance update from our CFO, Ms. Nicole Cross.
Tonight presented is the July 2023 financial report. I will have the unaudited June report for you next month along with the August report. So beginning with the general fund, we're just 1 month into our fiscal year, so 8% complete. We have received 2% of our general fund budgeted revenues, and we have spent 9% of general fund budgeted expenditures. So a quick reminder regarding our revenue. Local tax revenue will begin to be received in November. The bulk of the revenue comes in December and January. So we'll most likely often work under a deficit for the first few months of the year. Other local revenue is primarily the revenue received from Newton and Walton County for our intergovernmental agreements. The funds are received from those in February or March. So currently expenditures exceed revenue by a little over $1.7 million. This is expected once again until we begin receiving the tax revenue. Encumbrances for the general fund total $1 million. Keep in mind, most purchase orders are entered by the school district in July for purchases for the entire year. So for example, we may pay a monthly landscaping amount, but we do a PO at the beginning of the year for the full amount. So that's why purchase orders are so high. The purchase orders represent the encumbrance number. Next, special revenue funds. We don't have those presented here tonight. We are finalizing the FY23 purchase order financial awards. Those will be reported to you next month. Federal awards begin October 1st, so that is when we will start reporting for the next fiscal year. Next, we have our school food service fund. There is no revenue collected in July since obviously school is not open. We're at 1% of budgeted expenditures. Most of these expenditures are for food purchases we purchased to get ready for the start of the school year. Encumbrances for the school food service fund are $732. So next we have our SPLOST fund. SPLOST collections received in July for June collections total $218,603 from Walton County and $2,835 from Newton County. This is an increase of about 9% from the prior year for Walton and about 2% for Newton. So as you see, those numbers are starting to go down a little bit. We were, seeing 18-20% increases. So now we're starting to realize some of those inflationary numbers. You'll not see any revenue represented on the July financial because what we receive in July is for June. So that is accrued back to FY23. Encumbrances for the SPLOST fund total $323,000. So July is a quick, small report. Do you have any questions? So then you guys will vote on acceptance of the financials.
All right, so do I have a motion to approve the July financials as submitted? Go a second. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, it passes. I'm sorry, Nicole, I didn't have a note on that.
You're good, no problem. So next we have an update on our Freshway collections. July collections total $2,479.80. These were allocated to each school for classroom supplies. This brings the total change for school collections to $143,258.62. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cross. Next, we have some new business and action items to address. We have an action item to the purchase and sale agreement for the Rutland facility.
And I'd like to make a comment there. One of the families that is here before they left, they asked about the Rutland facility. So I'd just like to make sure that we explain that for any or families that might watch the video later. So the Rutland facility was a psychoeducational for students in our northeast RESA area, which included 10 districts in our area. And the school was actually located in Athens, Clarke County. So for students from our district who needed those very unique services, they would board a bus here in Social Circle and then ride to Athens each and every day. And as the Northeast Georgia RESA districts considered how we could best serve these students, we realized that we could do probably a better job of being able to take care of these students if we, instead of having one facility across the 10 districts, had several facilities. So we developed a partnership with Walton County as well as with Oconee County. And our students who need these services now actually attend a great program that's over at Monroe Area High School for our middle and high school students, and over at Monroe Elementary School for our elementary age students that need those services. I had an opportunity to tour both of the facilities with the superintendent from Walton County just the other day, and was really pleased with how positive the environments were regarding the adults that are there working. They were really appreciative of having an opportunity to be there with really nice, lovely facilities. And the students who had attended the site in Athens also had really positive comments about preferring this Walton County option. So we're really pleased that we were able to do this for our students. And because of this, we no longer needed, as a RESA district, to continue to use the Rutland facility. So because of that, the boards from these different districts decided it was best to put that facility up for sale. Since that facility was in Athens, the Athens Clarke County Schools determined that they could put that facility to good use. So all of the boards in our 10 area RESA district for Northeast Georgia agreed that that was the best use of the facility. So each school district received a portion of the sale that was based on the portion that they contributed back when the facility was purchased. I hope that helps for anybody who might have questions about that.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the purchase and sale agreement for the Rutland facility as presented? Do I have a second? I second. All right, any discussion? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, the same signal? All right, motion passes unanimously. We will not be moving into executive session, and we'll be moving on to the personnel recommendations from our superintendent. We will take them all in one slate for the certified staff. The new hires are Kimberly Day and Joe Ellen Porters. Do I have a motion to accept these recommendations from our superintendent? Do I have a second? I second. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, motion passes unanimously. And do I have a motion to adjourn?